right? It was 6 days ago, we had Palm Sunday. Tomorrow we'll be celebrating Easter. Some of you may know, a few years ago, proclaimed an 11th commandment, with all respect to the Lord. The 11th commandment is, thou shalt not follow Shirley Weber in speaking on a program. And here I am in the middle of Holy Week about to break that. So my apologies in advance. There's no way we could ever hold a candle. But may I ask a question of this group? Aren't you glad that Dr. Shirley Weber is the person that counts your vote and my vote? Do you feel better with her as Secretary of State? I do as well. I do as well. Thank you, Dr. Weber, for those words and for helping to open this important event. As is noted, this is the 60th anniversary of Women Incorporated. I took the liberty to go and look at what San Diego was doing in 1965. Let me look it up here, make sure I get this right. You want your mayor to tell you only the truth, right? So I want to take you back. San Diego was a little over 500,000 people in 1965. Today, we're knocking on 1.5 million. So we're about a third the size of our population 60 years ago. That was the year that the City Council endorsed the idea of a new sports stadium in Mission Valley. It was constructed shortly thereafter. That was the year that SeaWorld opened its doors to the public and had 1 million visitors in its first year. Pretty remarkable. The Beatles performed at Balboa Stadium in Balboa Park in 1965. We had beginning of archaeological digs at the Presidio Park in Old Town, obviously the birthplace of California. They started digging that stuff up. That digging continues to this day. In fact, I got to write that check for that in a couple of days to make sure we're paying for that to continue to happen. My point is that we were a very different city then, and yet here Women Incorporated still endures. And that's why I wanted to be here, and I appreciate the invitation from your president and from the board to be here today to celebrate this organization on a diamond anniversary. I see a lot of diamonds in this audience, and you are shining brighter than ever 60 years in to this endeavor. I want to be here because this organization is important, exactly as our Secretary of State was saying. Anybody can come and show up and do a thing or two every now and again. It says something special about an organization to come back year after year, decade after decade, to make an impact that everything I just told you about that sounded like this, long ago city, to where we are today, the 8th largest city in the country, the 2nd largest in California. San Diego's a big deal, and I wanted to be here as mayor of San Diego to say we've come a long way because of this organization and because of the collective efforts of the members of this group. Now, I didn't come empty-handed. I brought some certificates for the honorees who are here to express our city's official appreciation for the individual work that is performed here. But a 60th anniversary is an important thing. Individual contributions are important, and I want to end with this. I'm often told, in fact, including here walking in, Mayor, you have a tough job. I get it. I would say that my job is no tougher than any family trying to make ends meet in this community, any mother trying to raise a child in the community, any young person trying to be the first in their family to go to college. There's a lot of us that are carrying a heavy load. And people often follow that up with, how can I most help you in our city? And I love those kinds of questions because it shows what I know to be about our city, which is that we're an incredible city of people who truly care about our city and do contribute. And the best and most important thing that individuals can do is to be involved and engaged in contributing to moving our city forward. And that's why I wanted to be here, because that's what this group has been doing for 60 years. Through your service in our communities, and particularly in our neighborhoods in southeastern San Diego, through your mentoring and support of young people and their education, through the various civic organizations, the list that Dr. Weber was talking about, you are helping me to make this load a little lighter, to make sure that our city can continue to move forward. And as Dr. Weber mentioned, these are difficult times. There are political turmoil at the national level, there are financial challenges here at the local level, but I'm here to tell you that we will get through it. I'm as optimistic as I've ever been about this city because there are organizations like this one of civic-minded individuals, of people who care deeply enough about this city to be involved and engaged. And today you're honoring some of the best amongst those same people. And I want to be here simply to say on behalf of the city of San Diego, our appreciation for what you do. Thank you for the ways that you are helping to contribute and make a positive movement forward. And I'll conclude because I think I'm standing between you and your lunch, and that is never a good way for a politician to stand between people and their food. But truly, as difficult as these times are, I want you to stay local, keep your eyes on, there's a mess going on at the national level, am I right? But local, we can continue to do what we can on our individual streets, our blocks, our neighborhoods, our communities, and our city to continue to move forward. That's what Women's Incorporated have been doing for 60 years now. And as mayor of this great city, I could not be more grateful. So thank you, Women Incorporated. Thank you to Tracy William Jones for your leadership of this organization. Keep doing what you're doing. Know that what you're doing is making a difference and helps our city live up to our motto of being America's finest city. in part because of this group. Thank you all very much. Enjoy your afternoon.